Xfinity, and ESEA.
A rematch. We got to see them battle it out in Kiev between NaVi and mousesports, and mousesports did prevail offline. Now we find ourselves online, and quite the different tale to be woven. NaVi, 16-4, a thrashing for us to comprehend
Calling
here.
them onliners, Alex, is it?
I mean, I can't go calling one team onliners when mousesports have online J in their team, so I really have to be careful with that one.
Well, I just want to say, as I very astutely predicted, NaVi were going to win and mop the floor with mousesports.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said,
That's
right?
what I said,
Those are
right?
exact words you said.
That's what came out of my mouth.
I didn't listen to chat, but what I said was
Unusual.
in that little piece over there is that simple can be the deciding factor in this game. And granted, it was a dominating performance all around, but that round in the second half to get to 15 for NaVi, that was just beautiful.
Because we were starting to, you could start seeing a path for mousesports to at least make it competitive, and then this round happens. It's on your screens right now.
This flick was just insane, the second one.
Yeah, the first frag, she's in the position to do so. He's got a nice tight angle. He can just catch the tip of their head as they start to plant, exposes himself. This is unheard of, and he even has the cheek now with 5 seconds left to continue to peek. Most people would find themselves hiding in a corner. He's going to find the frag, and that was perfect. Just wait out the night.
Offense is the best defense, they say, Alex.
God, not many people can do that.
Look, I think there was a bit of tilt on the
sick,
mousesports side of things, right? I actually think there was a bit of tilt on the mousesports side of things because we had that Zeus 1v2 on that B bomb site where in that same round, Oscar and Chris J both got opening kills with the AWP. It was a 3-on-5, a round that they should never have lost. And then from there, we had those weird buys coming out, right? You got Oscar on the screen. I'm pretty sure a big percentage of those 22 kills was done with that shotgun, right? He's got the shotgun out.
He's got one rifle frag, and he's got 22 of them.
But that's ridiculous, right? So we saw those mixed weird buys coming out from mousesports in the middle section of the game because they were going for that arm wrestle to take control of the economy. And it wasn't to be.
But this round, look, he gets 2 great kills with the Nova, picks up the AK. Well, we decided to.
Well, we're showing the shotgun
But
highlights.
he picked up the AK, and he went and he faced long to fight. And that was him getting bloodthirsty. Obviously, it's a great play from him to get the 2 kills with the Nova, pick up the AK, but just hide behind the box and try to buy as much time and then go for the fight. Because at that point, you've done more than enough for your team. And you don't necessarily have to win the whole round by yourself. You have teammates coming in. If he bought a couple more seconds, then if he dies, a trade might be possible. This way, he died, and then I think one of his teammates was low HP, and then it ended up the B player was in a 1v2 out of position. So it's always difficult to criticize players for that because he already done a lot, and he is obviously a very skilled player, and he could have gotten that kill with the AK and just win the whole round by himself. But I always believe you need to look at the big picture, right, and have trust in your teammates.
Look, I just want to harp on the shotgun thing. The reason I had my fingers out like an idiot was because I was counting and I can't do it in my head. I need these blunt objects to help me get through.
Sure.
But the fact of the matter is, why was he buying that so much, right? Sure, he had a little bit of a success with it earlier on, and they won a round based off him getting those 3 kills, right? But the fact is, it's not something which we normally see players going towards, and that's why I kind of hint towards that potentially being a bit of tilt.
I think that's the reason was he gets 2 kills, and he's like, well, I got more than enough, so I can just rebuy it. I'll still have cash left. Then he gets 3 kills and wins the round, so it's like, well, every time I have extra cash, at least for this map, it's also a matter of this map, for some reason, it seems to be happening, so I'm just going to go with the flow. But yeah, for mousesports, very uncharacteristic. The 3v5 that ended up with Zeus winning a 1v2, but also they lost another almost 3v5. Yeah, with the jumping headshot from Simple, that was like a 3v5 with fast trades. So it's not like mousesports to lose that many rounds with such a clear advantage early on.
Yeah, and I mean, this is what we praise them for, is being drilled and being able to win the XVX, the 3v3s, the 4v4s. That's something that we do give them a lot of praise for. It didn't work on Inferno, admittedly. It's a map that NaVi have had at the very top of their depth chart, as Yanko likes to put it, for a while now. And then now we venture into a little bit more of a uncommon territory for NaVi. We're going into Nuke. Now, I assume, and this is, of course, sometimes makes an ass out of you and me, I assume this is mousesports back to regular broadcasting.
Well, the fact of the matter is that they look so flat in that first half. The CT side of Inferno is not a map where we ever expect to see it. Now, saying it's going to be back to normal, like I said, there's probably an element of tilt playing in here, so they need to clear their heads and come out like the team we're expecting. But NaVi are doing all things right, They control the economy. Zeus didn't have a lot of kills in that first game, but have a pivotal position in that 1v2, which, potentially caused the tilt that I'm theorizing here. So even Zeus had contribution. I know that, impresses people like Henry, because it's good when he finally does something.
Yeah.
But I think that NaVi wouldn't let this one slip through unless they had a game plan, unless they actually had worked on some stuff.
I mean, it'd be awesome to see homework. I mean, NaVi are playing Cash as well. I mean, they're certainly starting to expand their horizons in terms of maps. But when we talk about Nuke specifically, other than the fact that every time Sunny goes to the upper bomb site, he might have a case of PTSD. Other than that, though, we actually do have a real shot to see a closer game than we did on Inferno here, Yanko.
Maybe not,
No?
in a sense that mousesports can have a landslide win here, right? Because they have been one of the teams that have been playing really well on Nuke and have played a lot of it, right, against some of the other really good teams. So I think definitely on the T side, they have a lot of different weapons, not just individually, but as a team, they have a lot of good strategies. And yes, NaVi have played well on the first map, but I don't think they can exercise the same amount of team play on a map like Nuke.
I agree that mousesports have to be the favorites here, but something going against mousesports going into this matchup is they will be starting on the T side of Nuke, right? We've just seen at least 3-4 players firing on all cylinders for NaVi to get that victory. Simple, Edward, Flamey, and Electronic were all fragging on the first map. If they can continue that on a map that should technically be CT bias. Yes, I'm now moved back over to the dark side. That they can lock out
Sane
this
side.
Yeah. You guys all know I lose my mind from time to time. I go off the rails. But in this situation, I think that your Mouse, they need to make sure they come out swinging. They need to have a good game plan. Their executes need to work. They can't be losing 1v2s.
This is actually going to be very interesting. It's going to be a telling tale of how mousesports' Nuke's going to look over the course of the year, because we've seen them play it 5 times in 2018, and the only scalps they've managed to take, let me read them off for you: LDLC, Envious, Virtus Pro. None of those are particularly notable in the sense of, okay, Nuke's a good map for Mouse. They've lost to FaZe, admittedly closely, and G2 this year.
I think VP is always a legit win on Nuke because it's the one
Even
map.
now?
Yeah, it's the one map with VP that you expect them to still have a chance on, right? I know that sounds like a weird thing, but it is the one map that I wouldn't rule VP out like I used to at the start of last year, where it's like you never rule VP out, but they're a team. That's a legit win, I think, against VP on Nuke. It's in this situation, though, mousesports have a pretty deep map pool. You know, we say that they're probably the best Mirage team in the world, right? They seem to put up the most consistent results on that map, but then it's like questionable what falls in after that. So Nuke, I think, is probably up there, probably in their top 4.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it does go down versus NaVi. Let's see if Simple does what he just did on Inferno. This time, of course, he was backed up by none other than Flamey and Edward, even fragging. Nuke up next. Henry, Lauren, what's the dealio here? Nuke, other than being chaos to cast, what are your expectations for?
I think I agree with Yanko. I feel like mousesports can bounce back here. I think they've got a great CT setup. They've got a lot of potential weapons there. A double AWP setup can come out with Chris J. He's actually the main AWP on the CT side as well, so that's something to look out for. I still feel like NaVi, the way they're playing today, it looked like they've got a higher ceiling right now. A lot of players didn't really turn up for mousesports there at all. Maybe they are tilted. Like Sticko looked almost non-existent. Sunny was very quiet on Inferno, got 3 kills in the pistol, and around that was all he really did in that first half as well. So hopefully we can see more from mousesports, but I want to see more from NaVi as well. I want to see them maintain this level they're showing so far.
Let's jump right in.
Well, here we go. Lauren, thoughts of everything mousesports can bounce back here? Are you believing right now, especially the T-side start?
Sorry, what was that?
Just
Was that?
one of the guys in the
Just
studio.
one of the guys having fun. Just for the boys. I don't know. Honestly, it's like, if mousesports are tilted, then no, because I doubt they're going to untilt. If it was just NaVi having a good game, then let's see if they can replicate it. I don't know. There's too many just weird factors about this matchup that just don't particularly make that much sense. And we're going to find out very soon, I can imagine. Extreme aggression coming out from mousesports, just straight up piling down towards the lower side of Crows. Simple does kind of finally deal with the threat as he plays back in from the outside, but for now it's still 3v3, plant towards the upper side of things, a bit of a switcheroo of position.
Here we go. 3 versus 3 mousesports, completely battered on Inferno. This is looking good though. Sticko needs to hit this first shot. Not really the cleanest of kills just yet, but there it is. Finishes things off. 2-on-2 now. Simple and Flamey, the dastardly duo, trying to do what they can. Might not be enough here. Doesn't look like it. Rob's doing a great job there with the Glock. Simple, he's good, but it looks like he might be out of luck this time. He has not got the kit, remember. Bomb ticking away. I don't think he has enough time, even with the 10 seconds at this point. He will be trying to bait Sticko out for a frag, but Sticko delivers again. Remember, he did that on the second half on the T side of Inferno. Managed to keep them in the game as he wins another pistol for them here with the Glock. There we go, 1-0. NaVi can't hold them off. There will be a force buy here in the second. I assume Simple gets a scout, perhaps, with 3 kills in that previous round. Will he do it? That's the question. He's considering it right now. Just goes for the Deagle. And armor saves $750. He's the AWP, so that works out quite nicely. We'll see whether this will be converted into anything more successful.
Yeah, we'll keep eyes on this. It does feel like it's very much on the tipping point. If NaVi actually start playing well as a collective, there's always been potential with this team. That's why it's always been shocking when they didn't do what was expected when Simple joined. However, all of that aside, we can focus on what the issue really is right now, which is dealing with these Deagles, getting them out of the way. Ram control being toyed with here. mousesports want to try and maybe pressure a little bit of that, force Flamey off it, but he's still kind of lingering around. The flash actually goes pretty well for him. Kind of unexpected. It plays in simple a touch here. I wonder if they're even going to consider it. He's got the world in front of him, every single player, just where they want him. Look at it, simple. Perfect positioning, waited out so well. Patience is indeed his virtue, and Sticko could just be the lamb to the slaughter, and what a way to do it. Simple. Great play.
Did we not discuss this from mousesports and Inferno? When they're up against pistols, they seem to be very tunnel-visioned in their approaches. Like, it's just 5 players here. It's never methodical. It's always something like that. It's always so disappointing to watch as well. One oversight, they get the first kill, but then they let Simple survive at the back boxes there. An absolute nightmare. And it'll be them on the force buy now. That was theirs. Shouldn't be going down like that, but there we go. We'll get into round number 3 here. Deagles, CZs, it's 1 HP in terms of utility, a bit of damage inflicted there by Edward, takes a bit in return. And there's the first kill. Oscar, what a shot that was towards the nest. 5 and 4. As Oscar looks for a second. They're not going to be happening just yet. Electronic will bounce back. Takes down Sunny and Chris J. Not like that. Did he crater? Did he go into a Molotov? I assume it's the former. Didn't really have much utility here. Sunny, that had that infamous 4 at the major.
Oh, God. Haven't thought about that in a while.
Yeah, me too. The guys brought up in Death 10. I forgot it was on this map. And I was casting at the time. It's like, oh, God, that was everything.
Bloody hell. What a long time ago that feels now as well. Like how much the game feels very different. Oscar, though, in a great position. Brings that rifle to bear. Can't quite catch any more out, but Zeus gets overwhelmed in the end. Rops makes his position duly noted. Flamey overextends. Does not expect that CZ or any player to reach that far. It's just Electronic now in a 1v2, trying to play this back in, but he's so far away from being relevant. An unlikely situation that he can win here at this point. As Sticko and Rops make it count when I really didn't expect it to be the case. They've managed to really work their way back into this.
Certainly have, even with Chris J killing himself. And they'll still win the round. So there we go. Maybe we can get a little replay as to what happened there. I have no idea. I assume he created from silo or something like that, got tagged up as he was jumping across and tried to bail out. That's all I can think of. Otherwise, there's not really many places you can create on this map. We'll see though. Electronic probably going to get some long Rops. Not the cleanest, and don't even get the frag. That's a little bit disappointing for him. Could have been worth $600 and a rifle for him. Not going to get either. And I'm sure this is the... Okay, so what happened? So he went up the ladder, then did drop off accidentally. Nice, dude. And what are you doing? Like, what is that?
Are you doing?
You really have to try and kill yourself in that position. I don't know how it's possible.
Oh dear, that is a spicy way to go, Chris J. Feels bad, but you know you're back into it. No worries, just shake it off. Money is going to be interesting after this one. Let's see how the farm goes. Rops straight in there, bringing the Mac 10 as much as he can. Sunny to find Zeus, so that's some good money built up. You kind of want to get that going. Keep the rifles as the last line of defense if you need them, but let those SMGs do exactly what they're intended to: tear through people. We don't have that full armor, but Electronic and Simple sitting relatively hard to maybe outdo here. Still UMP and Famous there to chew through, so not exactly a simple one. But for them right now, I think it's time to just back away, look for other opportunities in the upcoming rounds. So far, this looks like a bit of a recovery mission from mousesports. It's going quite well, at least in that aspect, as they do a 4 alive, a bomb plant to boot, and they've kept the 2 rifles up, even though Sticko did go down.
Here we go. mousesports, the back and forth game continues, but it looks like they'll be the first in a post-consecutive rounds. Force by not really working out whatsoever. And mousesports will find the 3-1. Remember, they did get wrecked on Inferno, 16-5. They'll save 2 weapons, NaVi. I don't think it'll be enough.
No, I'm not sure what they can really get done with it. That's the thing with this map. It's very hard, even if you just keep one gun over to be able to find anything with it. You need that utility. That's why it's such a taxing map. If you don't get that perfect start on the CT side, it can spiral away from you. You can be kept down pretty comfortably. And the T side can really run rampage throughout the map. But that is yet to be seen. That's only not the case just yet, but we'll see if NaVi can recover down the line. But attentive so far. Simple with a bit of a spot to look at here. That smoke plays in very nicely to that position, but a lot more to be worried about. mousesports looking for opportune moments everywhere throughout the map right now. And it's going to be Zeus probably first to be found. That's a nice smoke.
You like the smoke?
I do. Big fan.
I think this map's still in its infancy in terms of what's possible on the TSO, because it's played so little. There's not one team you can think of probably like, wow, they're so unbelievably good on Nuke. Like, it's such a rare map to see. I don't think many teams like invest that much time into it, but Electronic coming for the backstep here. The FAMAS could do absolutely everything. 3 kills, they have no idea. No one communicating that could be a possibility. Now into 3 versus 1. Oscar up against the ropes as he'll be in towards main entrance here. He's got no bomb. Electronic with just 1 UMP, 1 FAMAS. It is enough. And again, it's mousesports dropping to just pistols. They can't seem to get it together in these very important rounds. And Oscar not out of it just yet, but looking so unlikely for himself. He'll drop down. Has to be the timing here. And he does manage to take down Simple. You just got to get. Doesn't even check the right-hand side. 30 seconds remaining. Swings round towards the steps there. Can't find Edward, but he does get the bomb. This could be quite interesting now, Lauren. And he gets Electronic. They're both there. He takes the advantage. This is all falling apart. He'll plant in the open, by the looks of things. Edward runs up the ladder, trying to bait it out. Oh my goodness, if Oscar wins this, it'll be one monumental clutch, and he does it. What a fantastic play from Oscar. 3 versus 1, bomb down. He was in the wrong bomb site, and he manages to come out and make them look foolish. What an absolutely sensational play.
He made it look easy. He made it look like that's how you're supposed to play that round, that's the kind of standard course of effect. He made it look cool, calm, and collected, and that is far from what I can imagine his team are feeling right now. That's the Oscar you love to see coming out from mousesports.
And with a rifle as well, not even on the AWP. 3 versus 1, they had the bomb, they had him out-positioned. He gets 1 cracking shot in the vents, and Simple, that was it. As soon as Oscar saw the bomb away, sits in the vents. Here's the sound cues, knowing they're going to panic at that point, assuming he's run up towards upper. But we're not done just yet. That was an eco, remember, from NaVi, so sure, they'll be frustrated, but we'll see what develops as we get into the next round. Number 6, 4-1 in favour of the mousesports side on T. And remember, as the analyst said, they're very good on Nuke, and they have lost the first pick here. It's Zeus to pick it up. We'll get into the next round here, 5-on-4.
Yeah, they're having a bit of a mare here so far, or at least Chris J is. He's not having the big performance yet, but look at the player in secret. This could be a great moment for Zeus. Gets the information, tries to back away. He actually does as well. No one actually chasing on the hills too quick, but they are just going to be around that corner right about now. Can't take down Sunny, but the information will be passed through to the rest of NaVi. You can see Flamey now adjusting his position, but a lot of angles to control. He actually gets both, which is very surprising. In 3v2 we go. The rest of NaVi in position. Sicko and Rop's going to have to dig deep on this one to be able to make this count. Bomb to be planted. Surprised that they actually get that through as well. So, bomb down. Rops, are you up to task? I know Oscar did it, but this might be a bit of a stretch. Maybe not.
Here we go, Lauren. This is going to be absolutely everything. Simple with the kit. Does go for the bait, and luckily had Electronic to take him down. Doesn't get too close for comfort at all there. They'll have time to just pick up AKs, salvage some utility, plenty of time, and they'll get the AWP as well. Good job by Simple and Electronic there. Zeus with the opening kill, and Flamey with 3, but the bomb does get planted still, so I'll keep injecting money into the mousesports bank accounts as we get into round number 7 here. Orbs come out for Oscar, more certain of it. Here's Flamey getting it done from the window and waiting for them to run around. It's now a right angle. And lots of new angles for CTs to hold when defending. There's a double spray down from Flamey. 4-2. But NaVi, there's a lot of reset potential here. Luckily for them, Sticker's only got the P250. Will they be able to close this round out? Whoever loses this will be on an eco. Much worse news for NaVi considering the scoreline. Need to win this one. Outside execution looking likely. Edward does find the first frag. That's Rops to drop.
Yeah, Chris J not far behind either. They're quite loose, quite fast about this one. mousesports is going pretty poorly. Zeus somehow lands on top of them, and that was just a quick round. Quick and dirty, and it doesn't really work for mousesports. Works very well for NaVi, though, and this is a big rebound. It's them bouncing back into this. They're very much right back at the doorstep of what looked like maybe this was going to be the recovered mousesports, the better version of what we hadn't been seeing, but now you're seeing that utility starting to build with NaVi, that money starting to get beside them. The Molotovs obviously sitting so perfectly in their pockets so they can deny those quick hits. They make them very uncomfortable. And while the money's just completely gone from mousesports now. Down to Deagle's P250s. And that little bit of complacency that we see sneaking with mousesports certainly being a punishing element to this one.
Well, here we go. Next round begins. It will be Simple with the first shot. That's the AWP. Remember, this is pretty much a full eco for the mousesports side. They've got the advantage so far. They're on the T side. They want to keep that money strong. They could have squeezed out a force by here, but I'm not sure it will be enough. Either way, looking for a bomb plant. It is quite simple to maybe sometimes just run the bomb down the vent and you can get it planted there, but it doesn't let that be happening. The bomb's actually down in the lobby. Simple's finding frags. Looking for his second. Certainly nails it. It was a clean sweep there for NaVi, only giving up a bit of damage, and the money's looking much healthier at this point. But Oscar will bring out the AWP. Dropped by Rops this time, round number 9. We'll see whether this does lead to anything. 4-4, nothing separating them here. Might have a proper game on our hands. We don't like the 16-5s, not really too much to get excited about, but that's a lot better. Here we go. Single orb set up on either side. Simple versus Oscar. That's the battle we really wanted to see. We didn't really get it on Inferno. Hopefully it will deliver right here on Nuke.
Oh, look at these two. It was actually Sunny to get in there first, take down Simple. Right place, right time, but sadly the wrong player for my weird little want to see that battle continue. However, it will be NaVi operating with only 3 this time. Orb's been recovered by Zeus. He's going to make a bit of a dash for it. Flamey going to pick up the pieces where sadly others couldn't. He doesn't even need to see him at the moment. He has found 2, and that's going to give away the game, and there's more players coming his way. That's a great third. The 4th would be excellence, but he can't quite achieve that just yet. He's left Sunny and Sticko with a bit of potential here. A lot of time to play with, a bit of utility, and NaVi a little bit confused as to where they could possibly be by this point.
And there we have him. Advantage for NaVi. Sunny holds up with the bomb towards the ramp from in that position where Simple made them look oh so foolish. 3-on-2, up against it now. Simple has been taken down at least. That's one bit of good news they've got. Zeus on the AWP, maybe that's another. Not known to be an AWPer at all. Brings out the Deagle. Sunny deploys the incendiary towards the vents, and Zeus now with a chance to try and shut them down across towards the site. He has seen the smoke deployed. Is that the call? Electronic will rotate through. Sticko waiting in the squeaky door room. mousesports can still win this round. All it takes is one CT out of position. Sticko's been very patient with that. Coming up to the 20-second mark, though, and this is where things start to get a little bit worrying for them. Sticko nailed that shot, though. Lovely work by him. Edward is patrolling towards upper. If the plant comes down in front of him, he will have a chance to completely shut it down, which he does. That should be round, but Sticko does at least make it competitive. Oh, remember, it's Zeus on the AWP now, so he's just going to run in, presumably. Incendiary dropped, but he still hasn't got the advantage here with the AWP. We might have to bring the Deagle out and see what's available to him. This would be absolutely amazing for Sticko to bring this back. Remember, it's a 4-on-2. Zeus starting to look a little bit out of his depth here. Gets flashed. Still just the AWP. He's thrown it away. He's only got a Deagle now.
I think so.
He threw the AWP away.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me, Henry, but this is a battle that you don't want to remember. He does win it out, but time.
Oh, what's he doing?
Or does he have time for this? He's got the
the
AWP
kit.
back. He does have a kit.
Okay,
Yeah, he does have
fine.
time on it. But I mean,
Oof,
that was a
close.
horrible battle between those two.
Well, there we go.
How is
Zeus.
there no damage on Zeus either?
I don't know. I thought Sticko had him there, like hook, line, and
He
sinker.
should be banged to rights. There was very odd. Very odd games tonight.
Oh, either way, it's flaming through the smoke, of course. People with a double frag. You're always happy with that. Ramfram does lend itself to that. If you can get the timings right, you've got a good feel for the game. Through the smoke is very common because teams will use that smoke to try and get a bit closer, pop flash through, but if you're just spamming shots through, makes things very difficult. Enough a rush for the looks of things. Zeus can't do anything
my
about
God.
it. Sticker's looking pretty sharp on this map, at least. Electronic will get 1 in return, make it 2, 3-on-3. He planted, but so much damage coming in. Flamey is trying to hold them at bay as long as he possibly can. They all have the man advantage. Bomb down as well, but look at Oscar's position, sneaking in towards the ladder at this point. I don't think they'll be aware. Flamey certainly in a good spot to deny him coming up the ladder, but Oscar, way too smart for that. Takes him down, gives up his position, but does find a key frag.
That's huge. And great mentality to even check on this. Now, let's look at the last 2 plays for NaVi as well. You've got Simple and Edward, who had been quite patient to a degree. I think Edward's going to try and slip out of this as well. They can let them get the plant. And oh, Sticko actually goes hunting. That's a bit of a problem. Rather than picking up the bomb straight away, this now leaves it down to Simple. And quick as you like, he finds Sticko. It's a 1v1, and this is a battle that you love to see. If only it was an AWP in the hands of Oscar, but he's shown real diligence anyway with this rifle. Now the mind games begin. Simple with the P250, working his way around. Oscar already trying to get that bomb to hand. Work this one forward. 40 seconds on the board, and Simple's actually... Is he predicting the lower side of things, or is he just hedging his bets, maybe?
Well, it's up to Oscar to outplay himself at this point, but he will be planting towards upper. So advantage to him, a huge advantage, especially with Simple on the AWP. Trying to stay silent there, trying to buy himself some stealth. It's going to cut things right down to the wire, though, as he goes towards the lobby. Just a nice little casual stroll here. What's he got in his back pocket? The P250 and all the utility. He'll fire out something, but it looks like, yeah, he did. Just to like not give it to Oscar, you know, he knows it's probably unlikely he wins this round. P250, does he go for the full defuser? I like the the attempt.
Do you know what? And look at Oscar's confusion. He's like,
So
where
where's that
the
AWP?
hell is that AWP? What has he
Yeah,
done?
that's pretty smart from Simply thinking.
Yeah.
Well, I've got no chance of winning this one, really. I'll give it a go with the PT50. If I can kill him, that's great, but at least he didn't give him the AWP, so that's good work. 5-5. mousesports still well within this one after getting wrecked at 16-5 on Inferno. We'll get into the next round. Money very low for mousesports. You can see MP7s, UMPs coming out. Fully equipped. NaVi up against them. There's Oscar trying to work out what his next play is. They're going to be heading towards that side. Looks like a very default round.
Simple does have the AWP to hand, but playing at this time from the lower side. A little look from spawn, or at least the red box by spawn. See if there's anything you can work out. Electronic playing the outside area as well, so you know, a couple of players there. You can see the angles they're holding. They're very deep. They're very passive angles as well. NaVi not being particularly active in this round in the essence of hunting down frags, leaving mousesports to their own devices for now, who again look like maybe Rops wants to have a little go towards ramp room, but I don't know if that's advisable after last round.
5-on-5 still. No real damage inflicted. Flamey going to allow Sunny to get towards the secret area. Waits for the flames to go down. And then makes his way through. Zeus trying to use that smoke to give him a bit of an advantage here. It's very unlikely that he will just walk through in that sort of manner. But it will be a lower split. 4 players towards ramp. Safely in as well. Simple will rotate through, but he's a little bit too late to back it up. It's all down to Zeus now to try and stop the plant coming in. They'll throw the bomb down on the site. Edward rotates through, but Sunny to find the initial frag. Not for long, though. 4-on-4. And there it is. Great work by Edward. That Summers M4 coming into its element now. 4 versus 3. Edward just has to find Chris J to guarantee the round. That should be it.
That is it. Sticko left in a 1v4. Miracle status would be required. Position duly noted. Door being peppered down as his cover is being removed. He hides his head, ducks down as he's got 6 HP. That's it. So if he could stop it, if he could get another kill, that would have been phenomenal, but not to be the case. And
They're not defusing.
what?
Guys?
Simple's got the kit.
No, they've just run
Simple's
off
got
with
the
the
kit.
kit. No, Zeus has got one as well.
Do they have time now?
It's going to be real close. Oh my god, I think they've absolutely fluffed it. Oh, Simple just ran off with the only kit. That could have been the biggest nightmare of all time. He just ran off. He just booked it, didn't he? He's like, I'm off, boys. I'm going to go gobble up some grenades on the floor, find some stuff. Oh my god.
Dude. This game is just, it's one of those weird games, it feels. Now, the first game was, I'd say, you know, when you look at the Space Soldiers Astralis game and what we saw in Mirage was a great game of CS. We're seeing some very curious things in this matchup, I feel.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there.
I don't know how I feel about the last game as well. We've got another team, well, a couple of teams in that very interesting point, I guess. The LIP matchup coming up, so lots to be seen. But I think, you know, as said, this is just a sign of the times for CS at the moment. mousesports are probably one of the only stable rosters there is out there.
Right now, because they did just get wrecked 16-5, Lauren. So they've been tweeting recently they're in kind of turbulent times at the moment. They can't seem to get it together online, at least. Online is always obviously very
Simple's been
difficult.
stabbed.
Why does that happen so much? I cast it so often, like, well, he has been stabbed by his team. At least like twice a tournament it will happen. I'm just like, stop slashing this one, boys.
You just need Grumpy Henry back to help him out.
Yeah.
Chris J finding Zeus. Beyond that, it is looking good for NaVi locking this down. No plants looking threatening. No kills coming through really beyond that first, and you're fine. You're all good. Get it out of the way, mousesports, get the job done. And it will be, again, NaVi taking a little bit of a lead here.
Well, absolutely. Looks like maybe an eco for mousesports as well.
Cool.
There it is. Why he has to attack at that position, I don't know. But he still win the round, Lawrence. It doesn't matter. We can move on.
Yeah? Do you forgive him, though?
Like, no. Okay, I guess we've worked it out.
Apparently not.
No.
Apparently not. Observer, not forgiving. Okay. But what isn't forgiving is obviously the economy. It's a bit of a rough one. And mousesports on the, sadly, the sorry side of things.
We'll see what happens with the pistols, the P250s, the Deagles. They've got the utility. It's not really an execution-based map, though. That's the only problem. Like, Inferno Mirage, you are able to deploy all the smokes and go together. Not really that sort of map, as Zeus does steal one away there, pushing towards lobby, pre-firing the wall. They'll take down Sunny. 5-4. Looking to secure the half of victory, at least, out of the rounds, but maybe Not going to happen again. Overzealous trying to force frags when they've got advantages. Oscar will strike back and find a nice deagle headshot there towards Zeus. Oh, another one coming in as well. Why is Electronic there? Somehow survives, but this round's not over by any stretch of the imagination. Simple's got to work it out for him as players are all around him. He gets one. Still, this is a really sloppy round from both teams, I have to say. 2-on-2. Rops will plant towards lower. Will Flamey be able to deny it? That's the question. One planted. Flamey knows the player towards upper still, hoping to catch him in transition. Do they still think it's upper?
I think so. Oh, this is awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's going to be round, I think. The fact they still think it's upper. Electronic's not moving anytime soon. Guys.
Oh, no.
Guys.
Who's not said it in TeamSpeak yet? Or Discord or any other service provider?
Guys. There it is. Now we know.
Oh, you love to see it. I know I'm tired today, but these boys... People are having little naps here. They're having little, you know.
Well, it's again, you get the
desk
opening
naps.
pick and you start getting that bloodlust. Like, as soon as you get a 5-on-4,
Yeah.
I think even against pistol, you just fall right back at that point. Just like you don't, unless you have to, unless you're like forced to take the challenge, like just fall back. If you're given opportunities to get out of there, especially against players like Oscar who got deagles and stuff, like let's just play together. Let's not give him solo opportunities to get kills.
Yeah.
Make them commit. Make them have to trade. For them to even get kills there. The fact that you're going to get an opportunity in a 5-on-4 like that to find an opening clean kill towards the hut, a little bit disappointing there, and both teams have been making those sort of errors throughout the evening. 7-6 match pause though by NaVi. Looking like they're going to win the half at that point, but it still could be stolen away by mousesports. That was an eco victory, remember, or partial by one, so they'll have plenty of money here going into round number 14.
Yeah, what a curious game. I don't know. It seems like one of those games where neither team's just like operating at that level that you know they can reach. It just feels like that very weird status in between. But we'll see if any recovery can happen towards the end of this. If you know whoever's left can string together the last couple of rounds, then the scoreline starts looking a bit better for them. They can maybe bound back in the second half off the back of the pistol. Things could look very different, but for now, it's still a very close scoreline between these two. No team really shaping this one further to their favour. 7-6. Obviously, NaVi slightly with the advantage, but it's
On the CT side, that's not that great.
Yeah, it's really not. I mean, Flamey as well. Look at this work coming in from Ramp. I liked the first. Very aggressive, though. Giving opportune moments now for mousesports to get this 4-on-4, which very hard for the CT side to handle.
Get into the next round. 4-4. Zeus on the hut right now. Only got one flashbang. Rob's in front of him by that squeaky door. He could get flashed in. No one ready to set that up for him. Zeus could run through. Looks like he's getting a little bit impatient. We'll see what happens. Gonna get nothing at all. What a shot that is from Rob. Can't double down on it, but still, Chris J burning in the flames, and Edward will get a double. Still going to be anyone's round though. 2 versus 2. Like smoked out. Sticko trying to do whatever he can to hold him there. Sunny on the side, but Molotov on the bomb. And you still need to plant it here. Could go down towards lower. Simple's coming in from the hut. No one in that. They have got kits. One smoke, one flashbang as Sunny tries to get towards that hut right now. Easy frag for Simple. And Sticko with it all to do once again.
Scoped in the whole way. This time, though, Sticko's there. He gets Simple down. It's a 1v1 now. Last time, it was a bit of a mare, but this time, Electronic makes it look real clean, real easy. He wants a bit of the AWP. This could be a bit awkward. He does get it. Needs to get back in time. And the Molotov.
He's still fine.
He's still fine. He's still good. He's going to be back with a couple of seconds to spare. However, good play from him in the end, coming back through there. We've seen a lot of these clutches when they've seemed, you know, relatively one-sided or someone has a, you know, favourable position, actually struggle with them and, you know, it being very sloppy. So good to see a nice clean 1v1 at the end there for Electronic.
Well, there you go. Nice shot from him. Sticko managed to take down Simple, but wasn't quite enough there. Tried to get the jump on the diffuser. It's a common strategy. Like a lot of T players when a 1v1 will wait like the 4 seconds before peeking. He's trying to wait for the CD to touch a bomb, then jump out straight away, just to kind of have that surprise factor. But Electronic was certainly not surprised. Loose towards Rampa for the first time. Edward and Zeus flashed off towards main entrance. Second upper play from the T side here was Zeus and Simple finding a double kill there with the AWP. Still within a chance of the round, though maybe not so much anymore. 9-6 will be the score at half. I think both teams will be okay with that. NaVi could have done with double digits considering on the CT side, but still, that's fine. 9-6 overall. As long as they win the half, they should be okay with it. And we'll move on to the next half, indeed.
It is curious. It's a weird game, isn't it? Like, both teams are fine with the score, but no one's happy, really. It's that weird sort of limbo period you get left in where it's like, well, you know, we'll survive. If you're depending on those double kills coming through at the end from the likes of Simple, you know, it's not exactly been the smoothest of rides, but he's had a wonderful game here. Zeus playing quite well for himself as well there. That's a lovely bit of ADR to support the kills coming in. And Edward falling off a little bit since map 1, but on the other side, Sticko very much into this as Rops just kill stealer.
See what happens. Anyone's game still is still going to be very important. Simple, yeah, 17 kills for him, so much better. It was quite quiet. Well, it wasn't quite a bit, they still won the map, right? But he wasn't like godlike. In the first half at least, he did have that one amazing round. Which is weird to say, even with that kind of round. I'm even like discounting him a bit. You know.
If you set the bar that high,
sure.
it's kind of, you know, you're always left to try and achieve that sort of marker, right?
Well, Oscar, as they switch things over, he'll be given responsibilities. Well, maybe not so much, but like I said, Chris J does like to warp on the CT side. Let's see if that comes in.
Half-time, apparently. Thank you for the update.
Yeah, it is. You do get a full 2 minutes, I think, if you really want to. Like, I've never met people with such small bladders in my entire life than Counter-Strike players. Like, it's unbelievable.
It is
like,
amazing.
you are in your house as well. Like, you presumably have a bathroom within 5 meters of wherever you are.
I don't know how much these guys are making these days. They could have the big, but then again, you'd have an ensuite, right? To every
exactly.
room. Like,
Like, if you've got a map CS coming up, just go to the toilet then. Go before the map starts.
I can understand maybe some people have, you know, health concerns and they have to, you know, deal with that. I get that. But it's not every player and it's not every team. What are you up to?
Well,
I always do wonder what people are up to. But then again, when I was a player, I didn't care. I just wanted to take the full 2 minutes.
Sure. Calm down.
Just, you know, have a bit of fresh air.
Yeah.
Make a cup of coffee. Yeah. Just, well, I'm not in a hurry. So you annoy the other team by making them wait. No, that's great. No. Henry, did you ever do any of those things? To annoy the opponents? Did you throw flashes at spawn? What are you up to? Were you just a good opponent?
I annoyed my own teteammates when you used to have to type the money. When you used to have to type the money like in stores, so you didn't have tab. I used to just type that I had more money than I actually would, because I used to like buying. Like, I wouldn't want people to eco on my behalf. Like, if everyone else's money is good, I'll type the last. And I'll be like,
to your teammates.
So I'll be like 4K. I'll be like 2,000. Like, yep, 3.8. Just so like, and then I'll just be
Did they ever watch the like, demos back? Just
I don't know. I never got called out for it. I always just added a few hundred on just to kind of say I can buy if you want.
Don't worry, guys. I can deagle. Speaking of deagling, what about the Glock, huh? Simple seems to be able to use it damn well. That's 2 big kills coming in straight away. Gonna put mousesports instantaneously on the back foot. Sonny did well to get 1, but by this point, it's a bit tricky. But Bomb's lost. That went down in a far from ideal position. I don't know if someone dropped it or what, but it has given a chance now for mousesports to breathe for a second. But, well, breathing's no good if your head's not attached to the lungs. So at the moment, Flamey and Zeus will be the ones to decapitate the remaining members of mousesports, and it's NaVi to claim that first ever so important piss round. And this is just brilliant from Super. Look at that follow-up. Wow. Nasty and needs Jesus.
No, we do find double digits first. They did win the first map. What a huge upset that was. And in that sort of manner as well.
Henry.
Hi.
Hello. Look at Oscar's gun.
Is it the Nova? It is the Nova.
Yes,
of course
it is.
Very
excited. Can we get the Nova cam, please?
Oscar, if you are just joining us, had some absolutely disgusting rounds with the shotgun. On Inferno, he managed to get double kills, through smokes, jumping kills, all sorts of tomfoolery was going on.
The problem is, I feel as though he's going to actually do well here, and then convince himself that this is the way forward. Because we've seen, like, what, Hiko, MBK, and... Ooh, there's another player who's done well at these spots. Trying to think of the name. Can't think of the other player, but there is, like, another player who's done the shotgun thing and played it from this sort of spot, like, especially up where you're seeing Sticker right now. That was very prevalent early on with the Mag 7 when that was in fashion. I'm not sure how much he's going to get done on this one. NaVi, in the meantime, are starting to play the long con game. I'm wondering if they're all going to fall for it, if they're all going to go for it. As it does seem as though NaVi are closing in. And I'm liking Oscar Cam. I'm liking this. If you guys at home, I apologize. I want Oscar Cam. You can see the speed up. He gets a little bit of contact through hut. Oh god, and here we go. Sticko being played in as well. That was very nicely done. Now he's dead. We can switch off. Sadly. It was great while it lasted, but why is this a 2v2? Why is it now a 2v1? How has this happened? Why has this happened? And why has Rob's just done that? Simple. Gets destroyed. It was all fun and games until those final moments. And what is this matchup here?
It's unbelievable. I don't know what to say. It's the Nova, it's the Deagle, it's absolutely everything. It's beautiful, and it will be mousesports bouncing back and forcing NaVi down to just the pistols again, but maybe that's enough. Who knows? You can see the Betway odds not really having too much to say in terms of who's going to be winning this one. It's very close indeed. NaVi have a slight edge. Oscar, though, he'll be finding that first auto shotgun kill this round. He is really enjoying himself with these shotguns. It was Hiko that started doing this on Nuke first, back in the day.
I know MBK did it for a while. I'm trying to think of the other players who've kind of done well with it. It's bloody obnoxious, isn't it? Simple to find Chris J here. And it's Sunny. Lovely work. That's control for you. And they force down the ladder or something just to really, you know, make this matchup seem just about right. No, mousesports actually keep 4 alive. And it's gone okay. Well, that's a beautiful looking shotgun though, isn't it?
It's not bad, but
I want to look at it again.
NaVi, unfortunately, will have to be full eco now. This is all falling apart. That beautiful pistol couldn't hold it together. And we'll see whether they're full eco. It just Glocks and 1 P250 on the back.
Get your
holster
shotgun
of
out.
Simple. Get your shotgun out, mate.
I want to look at it. Oh, that's lovely. That looks like those awful Chinese restaurants you'd go to. And
Yeah,
there's
I
a
know what you
mural
mean.
on the wall. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that's where you go. And that is the picture that's just on the wall in like the Chinese buffet on,
Yeah.
on your local high street.
The Chinese buffet, £7 all you can eat.
Oh, you're having a great time.
It's not great. It's like everyone gets food poisoning there, but it's so cheap. And it does taste so good. Like the prawn toast is unbelievable.
Oh, mate, the prawn toast is next level. I
That's
miss
crazy.
prawn toast.
I haven't
Oh,
had that
my
so long.
God.
Oh, wow. Considering what I ate for
Crispy
dinner today,
shredded
that's
beef
exactly
as
what I
well.
want. Yeah.
You know, oh, that's incredible. What's your
Have you-
go-to order?
Have you ever had crab soup before from
No.
Chinese? That is,
Is
oh
it
my
good?
goodness, unbelievable. Yeah, crab and sweet corn soup from
Oh,
Chinese
yeah.
restaurants. Chicken chow mein is pretty. Prawn toast, spring rolls, crab soup.
Oh, what about the starter life? If you go to Chinese,
Yeah.
like the starters make the meal.
Yeah, the spring rolls I'm really big fan of.
Big fan.
Prawn crackers as well,
Yeah,
obviously
they're great.
classic.
They're great for hours later. You're
Yeah.
gaming, you fancy a little snack. Oh, what's this? Love a bit of it. That aside, though, good shout. I want to make sure that we get all the analysis desk orders in. And into the buy we go. We still see that shotgun remaining, the scout remaining, and the SMG remaining. It's obviously not ideal. Money's not perfect for mousesports, but NaVi have fashioned together a buy. It is lacking in some elements, but it still has a lot of firepower beside them and behind them. Oscar, dancing with danger at this point, peeks in, has a little bit of a glance, and Sunny plays right off the back of it. 2 big kills, and suddenly mousesports are looking pretty darn good here. Where's this turnaround come from?
Well, this is looking good. Sunny gets the first 2 frags, starts to funnel them towards ramp room, but Simple still in a dangerous position. Robs looks like he's guaranteed a frag here. Zeus can do nothing about it. Robs did look him in the eye before pulling the trigger, and Simple probably gets a couple of kills here, but the looks of things, Chris J stays alive somehow. And for now, 1 kill for him. Like I said, a couple available. Big round for mousesports, though, looking to tie things up.
Edward. Such a predicament here. Very few places he knows that are safe or not. Robs did find Simple while this all happened, as Edward's options now limited. Spotted, noted. Maybe a bit of an unavoidable ending to this round for them. Edward does fancy his odds at least on 1. The problem is there is 2 here. He does actually get down Chris J. The follow-up comes in. He's got 30 HP and a Dreamer. Maybe that Dreamer is not dead just yet. Makes it down, but Sticko's right there.
Oh,
This
this
should
is
be
quite smart.
done. It was a lovely idea. He didn't maybe expect Sticko to be right on the bomb site. He played it well for Sunny, but sadly, Sticko was a little bit too much to consider.
10-10. mousesports to tie things up. Remember on the CT side now. And it was looking so good for NaVi. Win the pistol, but then lost to the Deagles and the shotgun. As we get into round number 21, it will be another partial buy here for NaVi. PT50s, CZs, Deagles, smokes, flashbangs, but like we said, not really an execute-based map, and Oscar's back on the auto shotgun. Nice deployed, and he'll just be buying some time.
Now here becomes the famous question. We talked about the cat in the box at the start of the stream, and now we talk about the CZ against the shotgun.
Yeah. Is it really a weapon if no one uses it?
Dear Lord. Here we go. Funny. You're a brave man. That CZ's on the other side. I wouldn't be taking that fight. I don't think this plays in Oscar quite nicely, though. Still keeping it in mind. Let's see how powerful this thing can be. It does get one down, but, you know, simple. Puts out a little bit of finesse on things. Oh, cool.
Oh my goodness, he uses it against them.
Please don't.
Well, he might be able to win this. I say might. He's probably not. If he had 100 HP, maybe I'd be believing at that point. But 8 HP, still has a plant. Not looking too likely.
Look at his kills, though. Oh. Can we hit tab real quick? Must be nice to have simple on your team every now and then, isn't it?
24 kills. Not bad, is it? That's the kind of stats I'm used to seeing from the NaVi side.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Can he do anything with this? I doubt it. He just wants to die at this point. That sounds ridiculous, but wants to make sure he gets that maximum loss bonus next round. If he can plant the bomb, that'd be amazing. My goodness, it actually might happen. 8 HP, won't be winning the round. One kill there, but not going to happen. He gets the bomb. That's absolutely everything. With the maximum loss bonus, they can bring everything out they need in the next round.
Let's see. Still a scrappy matchup between these two. Both teams going as far as they can, but a bit of a character who has been missing has been Chris J today. He's not been coming out swinging. And up until now, you know, he's not been exactly the forerunner, but he's been great alongside Oscar. His AWPing's really getting there, and Oscar has the shotgun over the AWP. Just gonna go with that. I'm just gonna pretend it's normal. Chris J, where is Chris J AWPing right now? Okay. So, kind of near the lockers side of thing. Smokes come in. Flashes come out. And NaVi gain a little bit further control towards the outer area.
Double digits on either side. Coming to their head now. This is the final map between these two, and Oscar has lined a couple up, Lauren, and he's done it again. He is the shotgun wizard, it seems, as he gets 2 kills, Sticker with the 3rd. And this guy just seems so versatile. He can do it with all the weapons, the snipers, the rifles, the shotguns, the pistols. Pretty much anything you can throw at him. Well, yet to see a knife kill from him yet. That's what I want to see. That's the last one.
Hopefully, we get a bit of that. That's what we need you to work on for us, Oscar, if you don't mind. Winning the game would also be great for mousesports. As fun as it is showing versatility, this will be 12-10, so there's still plenty of opportune moments for NaVi, but they have seemed to fizzle a little bit here. They've stopped looking so powerful at this point, but again, mousesports certainly not looking completely solidified themselves. It's been the up and down game, at least for now. You can see them going hunting here. I want to try and take this AWP away. That'd be a lovely bit of recovery if they could do that, but it's just Oscar on the prowl, and that shotgun, as great as it may be, does not quite have the range as Simple's gun.
11-10. Simple gets nothing done, and the shotgun of Oscar. Who would have thought that would be the most impactful weapon of the round? Simple get no money for that round, but he does save the AWP. He can buy a PT50 with it to go in his back pocket if he so wishes. Could go for a smoke as well. What did he decide to do? Considering the way he's playing, I'd say maybe the PT50 is the right call. We'll see what he goes for. Maybe he just sticks on the $300. Well, indeed. Gets the smoke. There it is. So, this is it now. NaVi feeling the pressure. mousesports looking poised to split the series here. Go 1-1. Sunny towards outside of the AK, and Oscar still on the auto shotgun. Can you believe it? Chris J, like we said, is the main AWPer on this particular map.
Becoming a bit of a bang for Oscar as well. Like, he's up on 8k. I mean, he's not doing badly for himself. Is that bomb? It's outside, right? It's not actually... Yeah, it is outside. hard to see with the X-ray. So, not getting full information, but NaVi are working their way towards the outside area again. Who's going to be the one asked the question? Sunny this time. He does have the support of Chris J, not too far off either. I'm wondering how they try and approach this. Not going to be easy by any margin. No one's there instantaneously. They've given a lot of room for NaVi to operate here.
We'll see what happens. Less than a minute remaining. NaVi have got outside control. Simple with that saved AWP, but Oscar, he's got the shotgun. What a position for it as well. If they go down towards Secret, you feel like he's getting at least one frag. Flamey might be first to jump in the Lion's jaws straight away. Oscar, he's going for a peek with the shotgun. That's a brave call. Spots one, can't really do much about it. Brings up the Deagle. Oh my god.
Sorry, was that Henry?
One bullet from the Deagle.
Why does it feel like he's playing a different game to everyone else?
This is insane. That kind of versatility he's got. He's like, well, the shotgun's not great here. Pull up a Deagle. I'll shoot him once in the head. There we go. I'll fall back.
As long as I just shoot him once in the head, it's fine. And then Simple's like, okay, well, I have an AWP. That's not very good at close range. But if I use it like a shotgun, it'll be okay.
Oh, Chris J with a huge play there. Drops an incendiary on the bomb site. It's not quite deep enough to shut this one down just yet. Electronic struggling. They know where he is. And Chris J will punish him. 13-10. What plays that are coming through. Oscar only gets one kill there, but it's just so calculated. You can see what he's doing. Peeks for information, pulls at the Deagle, executes one, funnels him towards upper, and Chris J's there to get a couple of kills to finish things off. We'll get into round number 24, 13-10. Bomb plant and maximum loss bonus still in full force. So NaVi can still buy here, but it feels like it might be running out of gas. Their entire machine. Chris J looking very snappy there with the AWP to finish things off. Very quick shot.
Just waiting for the Reddit clip.
Yep.
Just doing that. Do it for the meme. Why not? Hit him with the meme.
Nades exchange at the start. This is it now. And it's going to be another clean kill. You've just got to feel so mad when that's happening.
Like, if I'm Edward, I've played this game for how many years now? I've peaked in 1.6, been great in CSGO. One of the best, and I've just died to a shotgun.
Yeah, and a full gun round. He's got.
Full gun
it's not even
round.
lucky. He's been doing it multiple rounds in a row.
Played that position last round, like a few rounds ago, got 2 kills from it.
Yep. Oh dear.
You love to see it. Not tilted, not angry, just cool.
Oh, they have got max loss bonus with no bomb plant and no kills. 3,400 per player now. Do you go for the full buy with Galils? Or do you take an eco and try and play for overtime?
You do what Flamey does.
You bring out the auto shot, you fight fire with fire.
That's it. That's how you do it. He's going to just dive in.
He's got the auto shotgun
take
himself.
Take the fight, yeah. He's up for it. He's ready. Where is he taking that? On the T side as well.
He just rush
literally
upper,
just
I
rushing
guess.
in? Oh, sweet lord. All right. The electronics made it work. Oscar's now hearing other gunshots. What's going on? Oscar's still alive. We do sadly see the Flamey is down and out. Hopefully someone picks up the mantle. As right now, actually, NaVi are kind of leading this one. This quick hit towards upper definitely caught out mousesports. Well, they're locked out for now.
Retake will begin. CT still with a shout of the round. Plenty of money built up. But this was them looking to guarantee match point. They still could do it. Chris J certainly making a case to do so. Go for the defuse now. It's going to ruffle a few feathers. Rops up against it, and Oscar. And poetic style to finish things off with the auto shotgun.
Beautiful.
He keeps finding kills with it again and again, and they will be match point. 5 of them in the bag from mousesports, at least guaranteed at least 1 point on the leaderboard at this point. So we'll be leaving empty-handed.
Yep. It's one of those games. I thought it was tilt. Maybe this is the new thing. I can't wait for the deaths. They're going to break it down. I'm sure they know all the statistics when it comes into the shotgun uses and all of that. I know Chad is actually a big fan of that. Heard he plays it himself. So 15-10. And that's a bit of damage. Oscar taking down to about half HP. This time going to have to take refuge towards the vents and have to kind of calm himself this time.
We're going to be seeing Flamey getting dinked up there at the very start, but he still finds the initial kill. Here we go, 5 on 4. Have they got anything left in the tank? Sunny doesn't seem to think so. He'll take one back in return. Simple. Fighting back, though. It's such a struggle for them right now. We'll see what's available. 1 minute 15, they have got the man advantage for now, at least. Like we said, mousesports already guaranteed a point on the leaderboard. Looking to find 3, though. Flamey in towards the garage. Minute remaining.
Oscar.
He's coming again. He smells blood in the water. Sure, he doesn't find the kill. Thank God he has been shut down this time.
More worried that that shotgun's now loose. One of NaVi could pick it up. It could be problematic. But on a serious note, it's Rops and Sticko left alive here to try and stop maybe NaVi building back into this matchup. Maybe causing OT becoming a possibility in the back of our minds. But for now, still mousesports alive and kicking. This is big from Sticko. Spots out Electronic, takes him down. That's a good hit and run. Zeus seems a little baffled here. See what the timing's like on this. It works out well for him. He keeps control of the situation now. Rops is left out in the cold. Not much to be seen or to be done. And Zeus, Flamey and Simple will probably manage to stay alive.
Bomb planted. Rops won't be able to close things out just yet, I don't think. And we'll see whether this is enough for NaVi. Rops doesn't look like he'll get much done here. Thing is, though, if he can find kills, he just gets 1 or 2 on the exit. They won't be fully equipped for that next round. So if he can take 2 down, that'd be amazing. He knows that money's absolutely fine. So he can risk giving up an M4 here, looking for anyone he can find. But doesn't look like he'll get much from this whatsoever. The T's actually exiting through CT spawn. Also just have to hold on to the M4. We'll see whether they can keep the dream alive and force out overtime. Who knows?
Money's so good for mousesports right now. That's the one thing you can say. They are sitting so well at this. Oscar is full. Money goes back on the shotgun. Christian goes on the AWP. On the other side, NaVi, actually pretty good purchase coming through from them. Simple does have the AWP as well. Perfect. So here we go. Let's see what they can achieve with this. No excuses to be made. Maybe a lack of flashes once or twice for Zeus. But for now, it's a quick hit towards upper. Are these guys mad? Are they going to go for this? Right now, there's decent money on mousesports. There's surely Molotovs in the way and nades, but apparently not. Zeus gets taken low, but it's Krishay finding Flamey and Rob's playing right in off the back of this. Good work from him, but still, a 3v3.
Yeah, this is a scrappy round if ever I saw one. Oscar coming in. Remember, Zeus is low, just hiding behind the bomb side box there. Nade will pretty much take him down with 1 tick. We'll have to avoid that straight away, and the auto shotgun's there. The flash is good, and he rains down hell with the shotgun. It is an absolute blunder there. It's going to be Simple taking down his teammate, 2 versus 1, and that's going to be it. 16-11. mousesports take the second map after losing 16-5 on the first. What's a final finish that was with it's Oscar with the auto shotgun flying down. There's a team kill going on. And just as chaos has started, it will finish in a very exciting manner there, Lauren, and it will be 16-11. Pretty good game. I think much better than the first one. We had the auto shotgun is certainly the MVP, I have to say, from Oscar. That was absolutely nuts, showing us he can do it with every single weapon available in the game.
Yeah, I just want Benny Hill music to that entire last round.
Yeah,
if that can be done, big fan. No, I don't know what the hell to make of that. I can't wait to hear what these guys have to say about it. Plenty to be discussed, I can imagine.
Yes, yeah, there is going to be.
I like the fact.
is crying.
Internally seething.
I'm very happy. We saw a range of shotguns. We didn't just see one. We saw the Nova.
Novas,
I think
auto shotguns.
Yeah, let's give the Nova a name. The Nova. I think maybe like the. Oh, you got one.
No, well, we don't have a name for it. I was just going to say the range of it. On Inferno, we got to see just the amount of damage he was inflicting at mid-range, like rifle range with that shotgun. I'm starting to think we could have another case for another weapon entering the front.
Look, I'm disappointed we're not seeing more of the Krieg of the Orc. Like, I'm glad we got the Alligator came out there on Nuke.
My facetiousness was subtle.
The Alligator was there, was looking good. He was using it every round, even when he had a lot of money in the bank. But yeah, let's just keep buying it.
Yeah, all right. We'll wave goodbye to the casters, and we're going to have to try and understand this one. Yes, indeed, mousesports pick it up, and with their Star Orper top fragging with a shotgun. There you go. This is Oscar. This is Oscar breaking the rules.
If it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Oscar is breaking the meta for some reason. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, dude. I mean, okay, I understand it. There are very few select positions. We're going to have this conversation now. I'm afraid this is how our post-match is going to go down. There are select positions where I understand it. Like if you're holding vents, if you're holding that hut on Squeaky. The problem, of course, with it is that you're going to get one, and then you're either going to die scavenging that weapon. But he didn't.
But you saw how he opted to use his sidearm, the deagle. He's like, if you had to take a duel that was a little bit too long, you just go, I'll just pull out the deagle and put one of those bullets in your head, and you're dead anyway. So, look, it's obviously not something I think we're going to see in a grand final of a $250,000 tournament or anything of those means. But the fact that he's able to make it work in a matchup like this, one that they just got blown out of the water. He had confidence here to rock the shotgun to win a game against NaVi and get very much needed 3 points on the board for mousesports.
Yeah, huge stuff not only from him though. Let's not get too sidetracked. Let's not forget that there was a real contribution from everyone involved. Sunny had some spectacular rounds. We had Oscar's 1v3, which is very easy to forget after all of the nonsense with the shotguns, but he did save the day for mousesports with some slightly more default weapons. I do say slightly. This is the weapon in action, though. You get to see it.
Yeah,
and this is the
Alligator of Doom.
Ooh,
yeah, quite a nice combo there, isn't it? Personally, I think Chris J in the later stages of this game came alive, with the AWP had some very impactful kills on retakes, surprisingly. It was a bit of a nuisance, so he had a quiet game until that point, but he really came alive and helped other mousesports guys get across the line. Yeah, and across the line they did cross. Yanko, what do you make of all of this? Not only the chaos with the shotguns, but...
It's not just the chaos with the shotgun, it was a chaotic game all over. I mean, rounds back and forth in the first half, then in the second half again, NaVi lose the force buy after winning pistol and can't get anything done after that point. We see them losing 5v4, 5v or 4v3 rounds, but they're already in the side, bomb planted on the upper bomb site. You almost never see that happen, really. It's such a difficult site to retake. So it's been a very weird game, something that you probably would expect from NaVi or Nuke. They're not very polished on this map, and you need to be especially on the T side. So it came down to trying to make it as awkward as possible, in a sense that try to get some aim duels, aim fights, however we can, but they couldn't get too many of them. They probably could have won a few more rounds on that CT side, especially after they won that force buy in the second. Simple hiding behind the box, creeping out, grabbing 3 kills of his own. Having impact early, they got reset again, right? They lost the force buy, and that point mousesports put consecutive rounds, I can't even speak and it's my job, on the board. And from there, you know, that's when mousesports really did the heavy lifting in the first half for themselves. When you flicked on over, you could see the strategies from NaVi coming through. They had the isolation smokes, they had this, they had that. The thing is that I think it was either 10-10 or 10-12. Simple was already on 24 kills. I think he only had 27 in the total for the whole match. He really cooled off in the later stages. And sure, you can't put so much pressure on this guy to carry the whole game out, but he was one who had a lot of impact and then cooled off in the later stages. I think that's the problem for NaVi. You can see Mouse in the first half. They also had, you know, no control of the economy, but still they would be able to win 2-gun rounds, 3-gun rounds, right? And that's what a great team on a map can do. And for NaVi, it was just, you know, being lost and then more or less by accident winning 1 round.
Absolutely, no accident there. At the top of the scoreboard, though, 100 ADR and 27 frags from Simple. Just another day in the office for him. But you're right, Chris J really did. As Simple started to fall off, yes, Chris J started to heat up, and he did get to close. I think he had 8 frags in the 20th round, and now he finds himself leveling things out and actually staying competitive. mousesports staying competitive as well. Yeah, and have to give some praise to Zeus here, obviously, for the NaVi side, coming in second with the ADR and the kills on the board, where it can be relatively tough on the do from time to time, but here he's contributed. Unfortunately, it wasn't in a winning game. No, but 3 points for mousesports, 3 for NaVi. They do manage to split this series, and that is going to be very crucial as the battle for Dallas continues. NaVi do have the 10 wins in that column, which means they're part of that brigade of teams desperate for those last couple of points. 6 does seem to be the magic number for the majority. Space Soldiers especially couldn't do it today, neither could mousesports or NaVi. No one is safe, and no one has got that nice put your feet up moment when you know those finals are yours. It's been a whole long months now in this Pro League, and we're into another season of it, and yet those offline finals still elude every single team currently in those standings. Up next, another team that's desperate for a win, but this time for a different reason. NaVi, coming up after the break, will be battling versus the Ninjas, and they are on death's door, trying to keep themselves out of relegation after the break.
Who is the most skillful CSGO player right